Hello, welcome to another episode of John's Non Sequitur. Get a couple things out of the way real fast, record this real fast, and get out of this freezing cold room that I record in. First of all, Nick, thank you for fixing this problem right here. That was really annoying, and I'm glad you showed me the simple way to get rid of it. Maybe if I had played around a little bit, I would have figured it out, but thank you. Secondly, Daniel, here's some of the stuff that I came up from your email that I've never gotten around to. My favorite thing that you sent me was, I know I keep recommending books to you, but the novel Two Graves by Douglas Preston and Lincoln Child features a serial killer who is genetically engineered and he uses quantum physics, specifically the Copenhagen window, to see 15 seconds into the future. Super good novel. I need to check that out because that sounds amazing. Using a little bit of hyperbole, but it does sound amazing to me. In general, quantum mechanics is really confusing. You'll have fun looking into the Zeno's paradoxes, a Greek philosopher who argued that motion is just an illusion. He writes about a lot of fun paradoxes that bear a lot on physics. So, I looked them up, and I found the arrow paradox. This thing had me sitting at work, not doing anything. Okay. Bosses who are watching this, I was working. I promise you I was working. But I was thinking a lot about this particular paradox, which states that in order for motion to occur, an object must change the position in which it occupies. And in any one instant of time, an arrow in flight is neither moving to where it is nor where it is not. It can't move where it is not because no time elapses for it to move there. It can't move to where it is because it is already there. In other words, at every instant of time there is no motion occurring. If everything is motionless at every instant and time is entirely composed of instants, then that motion is impossible. Okay. And that just blew me away because it seems right. Like, if you were to pause this video right now, in that instant, I wasn't moving. However, friend of mine, they know who they are. They were talking to me on the way out of work, and I love to ramble this kind of crap to them, and they told me, maybe the passage of time is proof of motion. Now, I don't know math well enough to even sit down and try to figure that one out, but that makes sense to me. Time is proof of motion. Motion isn't proof of anything. Seeing something move doesn't mean anything. But the fact that time passes, at least us being able to measure it, would indicate that motion happens. What do you think, Daniel? Let me know. And I promise I'll get back to you much quicker than I did this time. Today's topic, and I'm going to be quick about it, is internet trolls. I saw a great video on PBS's Idea channel on YouTube. It was about what the word internet troll means, and if it means the same thing as it always has. Trolls used to basically just go on to sites and try to make people think that, the internet's not serious. So they would just say the most ignorant, random things they could say in order to get a rise out of people. Now, I'm pretty sure it's more along the lines of just people being dickheads or finding enjoyment out of getting a rise out of people. In fact, I've seen posts that are like, hey, I'm purposely trying to make people enraged. Why? Is it some sort of sadomasochism, or where does this come from? What enjoyment do you get out of making other people go insane? Is it a way to weed through the people to find somebody more suitable for you to have a discussion with, or what? And I mean, if you're posting things that are racist or sexist or any of those things, isn't it possible that being that it was in your brain to begin with, that you do think it? It isn't just you joking around or being, facetious. You're actually thinking that. I mean, it's hard to tell the difference. You can't read sarcasm on the internet. The only way you can tell is if somebody becomes offended by what you're saying, which, by the way, stop being offended. Just stop it. Don't be offended. Just get away from whatever it is that bothers you, okay? Don't make a big deal about it. It's a waste of time. Just like what I'm talking about is also a waste of time. But if you're saying that kind of thing in order to offend people, if you're saying something with the intent of offending somebody, is it possible that you yourself actually feel that way? It'd be hard to know the difference if you did or didn't. It doesn't make sense to me that you'd want to spend your time trying to infuriate people, trying to fire them up. But then again, everybody's got their thing. This is mine. And, some people might like irritating people. I don't know. But, it's bad enough with the internet not being able to find information that you can consider to be useful, and then finding one thing that you agree with and deciding, hey, my fact was correct. See, there's proof right there, and not investigating anymore, just being like, that's the proof I need. I'm done. But then you have people coming in and purposely trying to get a rise out of you by knowing what it is that you like, knowing what it is that they like, or maybe don't like. Maybe they just know what you like, and they, here, look at this, Here's a good example. There's a thing out there about how Obama a few years ago had his own immigration ban. Well, the people who were posting this didn't know that. I mean, it didn't just occur to them like, hey, I remember when he had the immigration ban. I guarantee you they found it. Now, I'm not saying it didn't happen, but the whole point of them posting it is all these people who are upset that Trump had the immigration ban, somebody else goes out, digs around for a while, finds something that says Obama had it too, you didn't complain then. That's assuming that who is complaining about Trump's immigration ban really loved Obama. They might not have liked either one of them. Or maybe they like them both and just don't like the ban. Or maybe they did complain about it. It was quite a while ago. Did you go back and check through their Facebook to see if they did complain about it? That kind of thing. Somebody went out of their way to go find that Obama did this to immigrants. I mean, it's readily available, but is that what you do with your time? Go around finding out what past presidents passed through? The time we live in sucks. It's also the best time ever because of all the shit that's available to us, but the blatant misuse of it and the blatant disrespect for other people. And, okay, because there's disrespect for people, but then there's also people who feel they're being disrespected when they're clearly not. It's just a clusterfuck of shit. You'd think with this beautiful tool that we have at our hands, at our disposal, this communication tool where we can get together and share ideas and enhance our thoughts and get our thoughts out there and bounce them back and forth, that we would be advancing. We're not doing shit. It's been a month of 2017. So all you dumb fucks who thought that somehow December 31st was going to be a completely different thing than January 1st, it hasn't been. It's been a shitty month. Just socially. If you look at the world socially, people are fucking out of their minds. The people who are complaining that the movie Split by M. Night Shyamalan is somehow offensive? It's a January release of a horror movie. I'm frustrated. But I did just eat some nachos and listen to Billy Talent for a while. I feel alright. I guess I shouldn't be too upset. I'm gonna go play some poker. You guys have a good night.